Hello everyone, Cheryl Algie here from Kerang in Northern Victoria. I wanted to show you how I created these pyramid cards that the girls will be making in class on Saturday. This card hasn't been around the block too many times, and there's not too many instructions out there. One I followed was Fiona Carson on Facebook, and Sarah Sayers has it on her Pinterest board. I'm not sure, I think she may have a blog, but there was no video to go with it. So for this little card, I have cut one piece of our A4 cardstock in half, and I have scored. I started doing this and it was only giving me a little wee screen, so thought there was no use persisting with it. So I have scored. Already done this, so I'll just go over lightly. I've scored diagonally that way. Okay, so I've scored it diagonally that way and this way. And we're back on track. But I think I need to go down a little bit. I just needed to see myself on the iPad to see if I'm in the right spot. And I'm not. So yeah, I think that's better. Maybe I need to go up a little bit. We'll go with that for a second. So I've scored it this way as well, okay? And that way as well. All right. Then we're going to turn it and we're going to come, this is important, come up from the back. Just pushing my camera back a little bit. Yeah, I might need that piece of paper, do I? No. That's a dead one. Now, if you've got a pointy pencil that fits in here, that is ideal. I had to search to find one. You can put a little notch with your trimmer, but I didn't really want to do that. So at the 7 centimetre mark from the bottom of your cardstock, let's just, I haven't got room to put that. Let's move it down and do it up the top. Probably I'll just see it better. But I can't see it better. That doesn't matter, I don't need to. Move it down a little bit. So we're going to go 7 centimetres there and 7 centimetres there. See if I've got enough pencil to see. We're going to turn it around and do exactly the same thing on the other end. So on the 7 centimetre mark, we're going to put a pencil mark. You can do this, you don't need a trimmer. You can do this with a ruler if you want. So then we're going to measure from that pencil mark to that pencil mark on the diagonal. I'm just going to make sure you can see that, if it's possible. There we go. I'm going to score there. And we're going to flip it around and do the same thing. The other 7 centimetre mark. For this card, the preparation work is everything. So I'll be in trouble if no one's works on Saturday, won't I? You'll all go crook at me. What will I say? We'll do your own next time, won't I? Girls, you know me so well. So then the the ones that went from diagonal to diagonal, this is important too, as I found out trying to do this from memory. These go mountain. So that way and this way. And do not, do not burnish too much in the centre, or you will rip your cardstock. Ask me how I know. After about, what, 4 or 5 takes. And then these ones, these littler ones, these ones to the edge, they go valley. They are a valley fold. Am I doing a valley fold? Yes. I get a bit confused. So again, I'm skipping the centre because I don't want to tear it. And then I'm going to go valley fold again, so inwards for your valley. Give it a good burnish, and then if you hold your breath and everything else, it should just all... I've bent mine a little bit, but that's okay. It's going to have paper over it. Then you can burnish, give it a good burnish. Mine's not perfect. Oh, it's close to perfect though. Then you've got your little AZTEC pyramid. As easy as that. But then I forgot a piece, didn't I? So this piece is 10.5 by 7 as well. I think. I'm just going to check my notes. 10.5 by 7. Just put I've put sticky notes on most of them, and I forgot this one. There's my texter. I'll just do that. So in case anyone wants to, you'll get your instructions either before or after class. So girls, and if anyone else wants to write these out, this is 10.5 by 7, and we're going to score this piece at 1 centimetre, and then 3.5, which is half of 7, and then turn and score at 1 centimetre on the other side. You could work out what that is, but I'm not going to bother. It's just as easy to flip it around. So I've got that at 7. I might have just got in there, did I? I did, look at that. Just got it. And just making sure it's 10.5 this way, which I think it pretty much is. So, like I said, we're going to score, stuck on there now, at 1 centimetre. 3.5. Flip it around and score at 1 centimetre. So if you've got it scored at 1 centimetre each side, and you've got it scored at 1/2 in the middle. Burnish those. I'm not sure which way they go yet, but I think that one there, that one goes up. That goes up, and those ones go up, and those ones go, God. Yeah, those go. Everything goes up, all right? So that's that piece. Now we have to work on our layers, okay? So we're going to begin with, these two pieces will be the same. So they're 13.5 centimetres by 9.5. So I've already cut that at that. I'll just leave that there maybe. And then we're going to, there's my little cheat sheet. We're going to mark this on the 9.5 side, just one end. We're going to mark 1/2 of that, which is 4.75, 6, 7, let's go a little bit more. Grab your trusty pencil again and do a little mark there. Then we're going to turn it this way We're going to do both sides this time, and we're going to do 6.75, which is a half of that again. 5, 6, 7.5. I'm not scoring that, I'm just getting that blade out of the way. So I'll just do this one, and then I'll show you how to do the other one. So then we're going to put that in our trimmer again. This time we're going to cut, lining up both those pencil marks. Can you see what I'm doing? Get my hand out the road. And maybe I need to cut a little bit. Anyone talking to me telling me they can't see? Hi Denise, looks like I've lost the others. Probably gone to get tea or given up on me. So we're going to cut from there to there. We're going to save that piece. We're going to do the same this side. We're going to cut from our pencil mark to our pencil mark. And we don't start at the point because we don't want a furry point. And then we're going to cut from, this is to get these pieces at the side to layer, like so. So you don't want to throw them out. You could keep these pieces too, but I didn't. I found that they didn't line up very well. This is to get your triangle piece. So you're cutting from the edge, didn't point that out, did I? That edge there to the point, okay? There to there. And I think I'm going to throw those out. We'll see. So start probably about in the middle. Just put that aside for now. So you've got your triangle, which goes here. Mine's a little bit furry. I probably need a new blade after all this scoring and cutting. I might turn it around the other way. It's a little bit furry. I'm not going to bother about trying to fix that now. So then for your white piece at the back, you just need to do a half here. 4.7, unless you want to layer it, and I'm not going to. 6, 7, 5, 6, 7.5. So you only really need a mark there to get your triangle. If you didn't want to bother with the side bits, this would be all you'd needed to do. And down there. And the same here, and you've got your triangle piece to write on at the back, okay? Look to see whether, can you see what I'm doing, Rhonda? Am I in the screen? And we're going to do the same thing with our next piece of pretty paper, which is a different size. It's 12.5 by 8.5. And this one is going to be 4.25, which is the centre. So 2.5. I think this one would be easier to do in centimetres than inches. I find it hard to find the... Actually, I probably should have. No, I'll keep going with this side now. I'm not worried about my pencil marks. I can rub them off, and then we're going 6.2, yeah, 6.25 here. 1, 2.5. You probably can't see that, but you know what I'm doing pretty much, I think. So I've gone half there and a half there, half of 12.5. And we're going to do the same thing, and it would have been easier to do it on the plain side, Cheryl. There we are, there. There and there. bit hard to see. So if you've got one side that's easier to see, start with that. So that will layer on there. Okay? Cool, isn't it? Thought that was very clever. Now just move that. Careful you don't move. I might put it up here so that you've got a better chance of seeing what I'm doing. Let's see whether you can see that. And then that one must go there. I guess be careful if you've got a directional piece of DSP too. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go from the edge to the point. That edge there to the point, okay? Same again. And I'm going to start in the middle because I've got DSP and it's pointy both ends. And I'll just show you those, how they do layer, but I didn't find they layered on my other cards. I did put yours all in your bags. Whoops, moved that. Just be careful of that when you're doing it, in case you wanted to do that. And then you've got your triangle that goes there. We just rub out that dirty pencil mark. That's a bit, it's in the paper, that bit. So there we go. So these ones will layer onto here, I think. But so they don't, to me, they don't give you enough of an edge. But if you were keen, I guess you could stick that on and trim it off there a bit. Oh, I suppose that would be okay, but really, just see that on there. You can't really see it anyway. I might save those and I might fiddle with them later and see if I can get them to work. But just for tonight, I'll just leave those there. We are going to use, I think we are, these. Just going to make sure they fit before I go sticking them on. I can stick those on. Get rid of my rubber. Adhesive, and I'll show you how to do the bottom. Found that a little bit tricky too, so a good tip when you're gluing things like this is to place them together like that, and then you can get to the points easier. Probably can't see what I'm doing. I've got my hand all over it. I'm trying to see the video as well. Must be that one. Hopefully I don't stick these on the wrong ones, but that's why I'm not using wet glue, and I can get them off pretty easy. If I do inadvertently, I'm not going to stick them on my card in case I mess up the bottom. Hopefully I won't. Now you want to take this piece here. This gets glued in the bottom because that, as it is not going to stand up properly. You want it to be joined together so it can stand up. So to get it to stand up, this is my, oh no, I nearly pulled my good one apart. Didn't think that was right. This is my, I like to refer back to this so I know what I'm doing. So that goes there. So you can see that you need to chop off a little bit off here. So if you just grab some scissors and just go, just wing it. You could grab that and put it on here to get them both even, but no one's going to see it, so it doesn't really matter. No, that's not even right, is it? Can't do that. It's too technical for me. Now let's see if I've cut enough off. Because one of them I didn't cut enough off and it's a bit rough, but well, it's my card, so it doesn't really matter. I should have come down. I was using this as a bit of a template sort of thing. Yeah, it's too... It goes there. It goes there, so... But you've got to be a bit careful there. I think I'll need to take just a little bit more off, because you can see how that folds down. That there is still in the road, so I need to take a bit more of an angle off there. Pays to take your time. This, I think, is probably the hardest part of this. If I say it's hard, it's not hard, but this is the hardest part, I think, of this card. Now I'm telling you that, and I'm making it look easy, and I'm hoping that I'm doing it correctly. Is that right? That's... this way. Yeah, that's right. That's got to go there. Yep. I'll just put my tape on there and go for it. It's one of those things you kind of got to do to know. Just going to put my tape on one side just in case I've messed it up. Full of confidence, aren't I? So if I just centre that, can you see that? Maybe I need to shift that so I can see that. See there, I've got quite a bit each side of there. Is that how that's meant to go? Yep. And then put your tape on there and close that. I think. Easy. Why did I say it was so hard? Better not Skype too soon, had I? Might not work. I'm pretty sure it will though. Just line everything up. Push your little pyramid back in. Because I've squashed him out while I've done that. And then there he is. It's all all laying down flat. I think it is. Yeah. There we go. Just need to give that a bit more of a burnish because I squashed that. You don't want to squash them when you're... Everybody grab those measurements. I think that bit of ribbon might have come out of someone's pack. I'll have to go back and check. Or I'll just wait and see who's missing one on Saturday, won't I? I had a spare card left over, so I went through all the packs and couldn't find it, so I thought, oh, I must have done an extra one by mistake. So now we can put our pretty paper on. And you can shove that in a little bit. You can see where I've got a bit of a border there. So I'm shoving that in there. I've got to see which side I want there. I think I do want that side, and it's got a bit of a pencil mark. It's having trouble with my points a little bit. They're a little bit furry. That's better. Yeah, maybe I did need a new blade. Anyway, we fixed it. And that will go perfectly on there and then on there. Now, I have cut out I'm cheating again. I'm using this beautiful paper, like I said, again. I just wasn't sure. Oh, I didn't grab out the sentiment. You want to make sure. What have I got in there? Got something inside though. That's an envelope. You want to make sure when you're doing anything on the front that it's not going to overlap there, and this is not. So this is using the deckled circles again. Okay, I'll pop that on there, and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to put a greeting on here, or I just felt it needs the white to break it up. You can't see that. Move it over, Cheryl. Thanks, Rhonda. Yeah. Maybe that, if I can find a little greeting. I have a hello or something in here. I've got a happy birthday. I just want to be quick, so I just want to maybe, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Then I can work, if I put that down there, then I can work my flowers around there, can't I? Just got to get these words straight. I'll do those in berry burst. Just work out which side I want that on. Might be better that side, mightn't it? It's a bit tricky. What did I do on last week's? I had it coming off a bit, didn't I? I had it coming off. So I could do that. And my flowers skew with. You can't probably see what I'm trying to do here. I haven't got any ink on there. I'm just trying to work out where to put my grating. Or whether we want to put a grating in over the top. Might do that. Try anyway. I'm a big fan of heat embossing, but I might just see how this looks. It's not too bad. If I fussy cut that, the berry burst usually works if you've got a dark colour on a light colour. I use my big scissors for that, don't I? No, not if I fussy cut. No. Got a bit waylaid this afternoon, otherwise I would have had this all worked out for you. Sometimes it's good to create on the fly together, isn't it? If I don't like this one, we might call it a night, and I might do... That's a bit scrappy. What to do there? I think I'm going to like that though. I think that's, yeah, that's nice. I think I'm going to go with that. So just adhere that on. Or will I? Yeah, I'll pop up the grating, I think. Can't have everything popped up. Just where's my bone folder? Try and give this a bit of body. Oh, actually, it's going to see whether I wanted a bow or some ribbon. I used the white last week, so because this has got berry burst in it, you might see what that looks like for today's card, because on the fresh freesia, I think that's quite nice. Yeah, I like that. I do. Good catch before I put the my tapes here, is it somewhere? Yeah, I didn't put it away. I like to tape my ribbon when I've and I've got it twisted so it doesn't come off. And normally I would have that popped up, but I want to pop up my sentiment, so I'm going to do that. Not sure if I've got that ribbon right, but I'm trying to be quick because I had so many false starts with this video. And stupid platform, or it might have been stupid me. Now, where do we want it? Let's grab my little pokey tool and see. Actually, might put it on the. We might put it on the card first, and then see. What of my fat ones, my big ones? I'm only going to put, be careful with this too, you only want to put your dimensionals in the centre-ish. Don't want them too far out to the edge. Or your glue, whatever you're using. Be careful with wet glue, once it's on, it's on. Now, got that. And I can place that gently and then have a look. Make sure nothing's over the edge. And then, where's my sentiment gone? There it is. Where do we want that? Down the bottom, up the top, to the side. I think there. There we go. That is pretty nice. Now I'm going to use these sequins again. The silver ones. Where's my pokey tool? Here it is. Where to put them? And the ribbon's sparkly too, so plenty of sparkle. There's not much room to put our gems. Then you would decorate your, you don't really need to decorate these silly things, they won't go in there. Where's our white bit? And our little flower. I thought, didn't think that through either. No, I think that's going to go on the envelope. I'm going to keep going, but my iPad seems to have frozen. So, I don't know what's the go there. Facebook is doing my head in today. Okay, so that's going to go up top. And then our little piece, that'd be a lesson to me that you can't, it's a bit tricky to decorate this bit here, and that's going to be the wrong way up, isn't it? So we're not going to decorate that, it's just going to go on there. So I might want to put wishing you all the happiness in the world. That is a beautiful sentiment, isn't it? Don't know why I'm making another birthday card. I've got quite a few of those. Should be making a hello card. It's pretty straight. Perfect. Now, so rather than use the paper, we could use one of our flowers. So let's do that. And I might use bubble bath for the flower. I'll have a practice stamp and see what that looks like first. Yes, I think I did tell you last week, this translucent florals, and it's got dies. It's still here from last Thursday. This means I won't be doing my live on Thursday because I'll be busy baking because I've got a medical appointment in Swan Hill on Friday, so that day's out for baking. So it's this one here, which is in the mini. Let me just see what that's going to look like. Oh, that's nice in a bubble bath. It's beautiful. Could go a bit crazy. There we go. Isn't that pretty? We could even put some leaves, you know. We could be a bit adventurous. Parakeet Party is the green that's in that set. Because it kind of stamps a bit like watercolour. Love it. It's gorgeous. That'll just add a bit more colour. Isn't that pretty? Don't you love it? Where's my mat? Gosh, I just had it. Now, what did you say, Jeanette, before? How many times did you lose something you just had? I got two of them. Well, I found one. This is exactly how I stamp when I'm stamping on my own. This is exactly my process. So there you have it. What do you think? So there you go. It is a pretty card, and got the envelope there somewhere. I threw that over there when I threw the what's the name away. There we go. Okay, so did you enjoy that, guys? Yep. So that's my video for this week, and that gives the girls time to have a little bit of a watch of that before Saturday, before they put their card together. Sometimes it's good to know with something a little bit different that we haven't done before. It's good to know where you're heading with the card, I think. So yeah. Thanks for watching those that did, and thanks for persevering while I got things to work correctly. Okay, I'll see you next time I'm live. Bye-bye.